So this is part 3 of Rime. Even in my youth, I was not that athletic and agile. Ow! Oh. See, the bird probably should have, and seen right here, the bird could have picked you right off while you're climbing, but for some reason it doesn't. I'm not sure if this is part of a glitch that has happened in this game, but I thought at some point in this game, in this scene here, the pterodactyl monster is supposed to try to get you. But in a minute we will see what it does. This kid's arm should be much more muscular with all of the times he is jumping and grabbing a hold of things and pulling himself along. Oh. See, there he is. See, at first it looks like he can't see you, and then there he sees you. He's like, I see you. I'm watching you. And I want to eat you so bad, but why am I not jumping through that hole to get you? And apparently it is anatomically correct and quite possibly excited about the prospect. A little disturbing. See, and I thought I had, on one of my gameplays of this, or maybe when in the beginning I'd watched the scene played out on someone else's YouTube, to try to figure it out the first time I played it. And I thought the bird tried to get you as you're jumping on that. But maybe I'm wrong. But I know there was another part in this, it might have been the previous one, where I conquered the bird in one of the stages, and not all the way, but that area he's gone from. And then I swim to the beach, which is shaded now, and there's supposed to be those little weird monster grieving things walking around, but there's none of them on the beach at all. And normally there is. And during that same gameplay, there's one, before that there's like an underground place that you go, underwater place that you're supposed to go and find keys to get in another section. And it's in the water, and you're supposed to yell and make this object turn towards you in order to move the ledge. And when I first got in there from the water, it was showing me like, oh, the bird's like that, like, oh, the bird's coming to get you. And it's like you're in the water in this little place, and the bird is not even supposed to be there, and yet it had the bird was getting ready to come and get me. So I couldn't even do that part the first time. But when I went back and I did another section and then went back to it, or maybe I'd turned off the game and then came back at a later time and played it, then the bird was not there. And also those creepy little things were on the beach once again. And that is kind of neat when something happens in the game that doesn't normally happen, or that it's not supposed to happen. See, you just yell at me. Why didn't you get me? It's like you're right there. If you could have busted those few pieces of wood, you could have busted, the whole thing and just flown through. I mean, it's nice for me that the bird isn't so aggressive, because I think that would cause me stress and frustration. And if it got to be too difficult, then it makes me want to not play, because with my dyslexia and excuse me, I have to go on. And my it's probably my Hashimoto's that also affects your mood and energy and everything. That, and I think I do have a touch of ADD. Or it could be the dyslexia, because some people think dyslexia, especially for adults, is, you switch the letters around and everything, which some people have that. But some people have more of a comprehensive dyslexia, where you just cannot comprehend some things as much as you try, as much as you want to, as much as you're told. It does not stick. Like, excuse the yawn. That's part of Hashimoto's. Plus, I didn't get much sleep, because my little dog Spyro, with a heart condition, he kept waking up all the time. He had to wake up to pee, and then he has to eat, because he's still skinny. Too skinny, even though he eats. Well, in my opinion, the rest of the dogs are fat. Not like morbidly obese where they can't walk, but they are chunky. So I will feed him, but then when I feed him, then that will make him have to go out like every hour and a half. So it's like having a little baby. And it's so funny, he'll get in my face and then he's got really bad breath. And yeah, normal dog breath is fine, but when there's something wrong with an animal, sometimes it causes their breath to be even worse. Plus his teeth are not that great, but since it's basically hospice care at this point, they don't want to put him under any more stress, like neutering him, because I've had him less than a year. In April is when he showed up at the house, and nobody had ever neutered him, but that would cause too much stress. So we're not going to have him neutered. He doesn't hump things, or the only thing that I see happening from him not being neutered is occasionally something plays peekaboo. Seems mainly like when he needs to go out and pee or something. But I think he's pretty old, so he doesn't seem interested in that. He's interested in peeing on poop, on other dogs' poop, and peeing where Beast pees, and I will not be kissing his little mouth nose area because I've seen him licking Beast pee, so I'm like, yeah, you do what you gotta do. But yeah, maybe that's why your breath is extra bad. Yeah, so anyway, so that I'm tired. So this might be the yawning vlog. It is the yawning vlog. And I hate it because when I yawn, and I keep yawning, it also can make my eyes start watering. I'm like, oh God, it's so irritating. Yeah, so I got that to work with, and some things I just can't comprehend because of dyslexia. Like if I know in the United States what east, west, north, south is, like just the actual map. But if I'm driving, someone says, head east, unless there's a sign on a highway or something that says east, this and that. Or, well, now my car will tell me if I remember to pay attention. My car has something that automatically tells you what direction you're going. But if I'm not already going that direction, I might not know how to get going in that direction. So it's best to say right or left, and then sometimes I get that wrong too often. Because I'll give directions and then I'll be holding out my right hand and I'll say, okay, then you turn left. Oh, no, I mean right. And so some people have learned to make accommodations and be like, are you sure? Are you sure that's the way? That it's not just your right? Is it the actual right? That, and musical notes. That's like a foreign language. A lot of math beyond the basic is like looking at an alien language. Sometimes if I haven't seen a word before, then I can't comprehend how to say it. So, and forget about the vowels with the symbols, different symbols over them. It's like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. It's like, and I never knew until, I was 40. When I saw a doctor and he asked me different questions. He said, oh yeah, you're dyslexic. I never knew I was. I just thought I was kind of not smart about certain things for some reason. Like something was missing in my brain to where he could try to teach me, and I still can't comprehend it. And with people giving directions, or even sometimes people just talking, if it's not very apparent what they mean, or if they're joking, I can't even explain it, but it's hard to determine if they're being literal or joking. But then again, I can, but it's in certain circumstances, like in writing, like online or something, where you have no indicators, where you can't look at somebody. That's why it's hard to be around people that don't have very many indicators about emotion. Like they don't have many facial expressions, or the facial expressions they have just are always it's like they're always looking pissed off. And it's like that messes with me. Then on top of that, absorbing the perceived emotions and having that affect me also makes it difficult. So it's hard to be around somebody that's really grumpy all the time, because that makes me overcompensate and be like trying to pull the happy out of them, or try to pull their facial expressions to be positive. So that's why I have to spend a lot of time alone, because it just bothers me when the people I have to be around are either flakes and it's kind of odd, or if they just seem grumpy. Yeah, so dyslexia is a lot of many different things, and it seems to be one extreme to another. Like you can either be really good with money or you're really bad with it. You can, it's like there is no middle. There doesn't seem to be much of a middle ground with adult dyslexia. And it's odd because that also corresponds with other conditions that are out there. So I don't know how they really tell the difference between all these things, because there's so many things that are similar. See, this was the part that before it had the bird coming after me. And that part's not supposed to have, the birds has no way of even getting in there whatsoever. So I was like, why does it indicate I'm about to be attacked? It's like, I need to do this in order to get the key. And there's no way in hell you can get the key if the bird's going to be coming after you, because you have to stay up in order to make that move. And then you got to climb up the stairs and then jump on the ledge. So it's like, yeah, the bird is not supposed to be in here, because this level cannot be completed if you're going to be attacked every 10 seconds. It's like, it's a glitch. It's a glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, so because of the dyslexia, lots of games are just too frustrating or difficult. Because I just don't get them. Like, if they're too complicated, like, I can't do the games where I have to keep track of how many swords I have or what powers I have, and not like in like Spyro the Dragon or some other games where you have certain objects. But like more complicated things, like the probably like Lord of the Rings and World of Warcraft. Yeah, so this is good. Even though I think the first time I played it, I had to, because there's no real instructions really, I had to look up a few things. But, after I get them, I'm like, man, why didn't I see that before? It's like, I just couldn't. Unless it was first pointed out in a way that I understood, which is through watching mostly. Then it might take a while. Eventually I would, but could get frustrating. Man, I can't stop yawning. And I had bad sinus. Well, as you can tell, my voice is kind of gruff today. But my left ear, I have lots of problems with my left side for some reason. My left ear was really hurting, along with the left side of my face. It felt really heavy and congested and painful. So that made it difficult to sleep. And then I was gonna go back to sleep after laying the dogs out. But then I think I got a second wind or something after I stayed up long enough to use the bathroom and then feed Spyro and then let the dogs in and out. then I find that, at least for a little while, after getting up and doing things, it kind of wakes me up to where I can't go back to sleep, even if I want to. Now, later in the day, I'll suddenly get very tired. But yeah, it's a pain. Blah blah blah. It's nothing compared to other people's. I had my old roommate. I don't know if she'll listen to this. I don't think my friends listen to this, because some of them are, or maybe one in particular that I'm thinking of is just a fake friend, real flaky, very friendly if they think they're getting something, otherwise they don't pay any attention. Like in the beginning when they're getting help, they were liking and commenting on my posts, and they were writing to me. It just seemed like, cool, I'm gonna have a cool local friend my age to hang out with every now and then. I mean, because they don't live that close. But no, when the stuff stopped coming, and even before that, I noticed, before I'd just given them to help out because they thought they were going to be homeless or something, so they're having problems with their money, I'd just given them like a lot of money to help out so they could have Christmas. We're talking about my, credit card maxing out. And I helped my British friend too, but I'm not complaining about that because she didn't expect it, and she didn't act offended like this one after doing that. And at first, a while ago, I'd said, we can go out for your birthday and go out to lunch and everything. But then I ended up giving her a bunch of money to help her for Christmas. And so I really didn't have much money. I wasn't going to sacrifice being able to get the only form of medicine that I use, which is CBD and THC and all those different aspects of the marijuana plant that are used. I'm not gonna sacrifice being in pain for someone that is fun to go see but didn't really seem to really care beyond what she got. Like, it wasn't, you should come out, I'm looking forward to seeing you. It's like, I need some company, can you come out? It's like, so anybody would do. It's not that you want to see me, it's just I'm the only one that might come out to see you and take you places. And so it was, I think on her birthday, either I was sick or it snowed or something. So I didn't get out there then, but I came out later. And I said, yeah, I'm running out of money. I said, oh, but we can go, get you lunch. We can go to drive-through, get a sandwich or something. And then she's like, do we really want to go to a drive-through for my birthday lunch? It's like, yeah. Yeah, we do. Since I gave you hundreds of dollars and I don't have much more money. So, and I'm not even really required to take you out to eat. It shouldn't be expected. Anybody else that I'm friends with, if I help them and then later I was like, yeah, I'm out of money, I can't, I know before we talked about going to a restaurant, but since I figured you could probably use the money more than just having it for a meal. So that's what we did instead. I think they'd be, yeah, I understand. Instead of, incredulous, are you really just gonna take me to get a sandwich for my birthday? It's like, bitch, you're not my girlfriend. You're not even my best friend. You don't even really give a shit about me. You just want any company. So I wouldn't be pushing your luck. And so, once again, there's a big snowstorm. I was gonna come out there again because, once again, I could use some company. Not, I would like to have your company because I like you and I care about you as a person and a friend. Now it's like, I need some company. It's like, okay, whatever, I want to get out of the house anyway. So, but then there's a big snowstorm, so I couldn't go. So I said, oh, well, next week I'll be available this day and this day. She's like, oh, next week? Okay, well, I will look to see what's going on after I grocery shop and get back with you. And that was a week ago. And nothing. Doesn't pay attention whatsoever to my Facebook. Has even told mutual friends, oh, I have to, I don't even see anything. I have to go stalk profiles to see anything. It's like, okay, well, then you're choosing, you stalk our mutual friends' profiles, and you're choosing to do that. Not only that, but even when I post something tagging the mutual friends, there's no acknowledgement whatsoever about that. I'm the one and I'm not good at just popping up with people and talking. So I'm always like, I'm going to be disturbing them, or they're going to be like, I'm not even good about that, but I'm the one that, pops up every now and then. Hey, how's it going? Hey, this and that. And they never acknowledge me whatsoever on Facebook. On a post that the mutual friends tag me in, they will interact with them but not anything I say. It's like, wow, this feels like it's kind of hostile and passive aggressive. It's like you're purposely not acknowledging me until you're like, I need company. I can't take it anymore. I need company, and this bitch is the only one that might come out. And maybe if I start bitching and whining about everything, maybe she'll offer to give me something. Because I've determined that that's the type of person she is. When she hears that her friends are in trouble, that she does try to find a way to help them. So, when I'm in the mood to just have any company whatsoever and maybe get a little treat out of it, then I will contact her. Otherwise, I won't acknowledge the birthday things that I sent her on Facebook. Most everyone else, she liked and said thank you, and they just, oh, happy birthday. Here I am putting cute jib jabs of her and I think her daughter or something, and maybe even our mutual friend in them, and it's cute and it's funny. No acknowledgement whatsoever. But like 500 other people are saying happy birthday, and some of them just, that's it, happy birthday. Oh, thanks, love reaction. Ah. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Am I emitting some kind of hormone? I have the anti-pheromones or something. It repels people. It's like, okay, so you can't be too friendly, you can't try to help people, you can't go out of your way and drive hours to see them and then take them on errands, because you're gonna be treated like you're some kind of piece of crap. It's like, if we didn't have mutual friends, and I didn't think there'd be a big, huge thing, because she'd probably acknowledge my existence then if I deleted her. But if I didn't think there'd be some big drama and going on and talking about it and all this stuff, and maybe conflict with the people that are mutual friends, then I would just delete her. If I don't know how well this picks up things, but the background noise is not farting. There's the dog dreaming. And apparently in their dreams they can actually talk, like Charlie Brown's teacher. So they're having some kind of conversation in their dream life. Even though I do sometimes have gas, but I would not record that. But anyways, I think Spyro might be getting restless and be needing to go out soon, because he's getting ready to jump on my head or something, which is what he does. So yeah, so fake friends are bad, and there's lots of them. And I keep a small group of people even online. people that actually talk or have talked to me lately. There's lots of people that I haven't even spoken to, or a couple that I've tried to speak to, and they're like, just don't acknowledge it. But I've known them for so long. I'm just like, whatever, asshole. I'll just keep you on my friend list. Maybe you'll come back around. Maybe you're going through some kind of malfunction right now. It's like, yeah, some people have like thousands of friends, which I guess would be good if I did that, because trying to start up a channel, even though I think even if you have thousands of friends, you'd probably only get maybe 100 or less that did subscribe to your channels or even watch anything. Because people nowadays, maybe it's something in the water. Could be something in the water. Oh, so yeah, this is the part where none of those ghouly things are on the beach. They're supposed to be on the beach right here. And just, there's a glitch and there's nothing. Nobody's waiting on the beach for me. See, I haven't figured out how to record my voice while actually playing. So I do it as a vlog. Well, I could do it as a vlog anyway while I was actually playing in real time. But I have to add the voice in post-production. See, no ghoulies that are, I think they're a little bit indifferent or maybe scared right now. And later on, they aren't. At first, they're like they're just curious and they just look at you. And then they act frightened. And then they're a little bit indifferent with a little touch of fear. And then they become aggressive. And then they just observe you and are not afraid. They don't care. So it's weird how they progress. Yeah, so anyways, fake friends. I've never enjoyed fake friends, and there's a difference between fake friends and just people that you're, kind of acquaintances with, that maybe you hang out and talk with at work, at break, or something like that. Or like if you're a smoker at work, you just hang out and bum cigarettes and shoot the shit. But they aren't people that you talk to outside of work or do anything with. It sucks when it's somebody that you think you're going to be friends with or be close to, and then it turns out they're just, flaky and rude and have some weird avoidant thing going on with you for some reason. It's like it's one thing, oh, they don't see my posts, but when you actually tag them in something, or when you put something on their page, and they still don't acknowledge it, it's like, what is it? What? I didn't give you enough money or something? Do I need to pay you a salary to pay attention? It's like, okay, yeah, I don't think I really have to do that. I'm not really... I enjoy company every once in a while, but I'm not really desperate. I am married. I mean, it's very quiet, but if I go out there and blab away and everything, then I might get a word or two. And I have people that I could talk to that I don't really want to. Well, one that I've known for a long time is a Trump supporter, and so she'll start talking to me about, oh, the Democrats. I'm like, oh, God. Please just shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to have to argue politics with you. Just don't tell me how you feel about it. Because it's the opposite of what I feel, and then I'm going to just think less of you. So can you just be quiet? So anyways, it's my